living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. Alone in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crooks and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Keep it up, keep trying, but you'll be stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Damn, awesome. I've been working on some new music. Sorry, everybody, we're a little late. I was working on some new music, and we'll get this started. We'll get this started with Maybe Not Gifted 5 memberships. We got Nina Dexter, Susan Stead, we got Dar Probus, we got SW Kathy, and we've got Petals. All got gifted memberships, and all I can say is
welcome to the shit show.
Yes, every single day. A new flavor of buggery, cause everybody sucks to see and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant balderdash and poppycock. Yes. Yes. Hello. I think what I should do here is I should share with you what I've been working on. It is, and the best way to do it is just play it for you guys, because it is so good. It is so good. I was having fun with it. I don't have a final one yet, but I've got some good ones here. What about Jeremy's update short? Oh yeah, there's an update short, and that's what this song is about. Now, if you hadn't seen it, of course, Felicia decided to post this little Q&A thing up there, saying, oh, this is what I would say if I was deposed because I'm so smart, SMRT. Oh yeah, right. Well, you are, huh? Well, let's why don't we just give that just a little bit of love. We'll give it a little bit of love. How's that? We'll give her a little clap back. How's that? I think you guys will like this. Here we go.
Finger wagging at the moon while you.
Oh, you like that? Well, wait until you hear the whole thing. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on. Fleahead. Grab a chair, fat ass, you're gonna need it. Let's run your sticky note opera. You start with like that's your whole case file. Blew your feelings to it, call it evidence for a while. Don't fall for lies, finger wagging at the moon while your ass screams. Please believe me, I'm the go where the hell you were going. If he had proof, he wouldn't ask. That's comedian gold. Cause receipts don't just appear cause you said something. Yo, shit's getting old. You don't agree reality with caps lock decrees. And act shocked when we go cool. Show me, please. Oh, you mad? Sure.
Talk too much, you lose. Bluffing hard, you lose.
Trust me with
You lose.
that grand.
You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose.
I'm a creditor, congrats, just a fat ass in the room. Still talk like hallway gossip, got a tick, tick and boom. Potential, contingent, tossing herbs like shields. Think the court gon' faint cause you spoke in the field. You got my licks already, so which is a stout the clique. Can't cry interference while screaming, check my heart rate quick. That ain't threat, this meltdown with customer service vibes.
Yeah, keep going. Play both sides. You lose.
Story slipping,
You lose.
passion and plea.
You lose.
Volume don't make it true. You lose.
You lose.
Italian intuition, you solo psychic show, grilling yourself. Still don't know what you know. Did you do X? No. Why? No. It's Tyler alibi in the cookie jar, bro. Yelling, it doesn't exist. Loud as hell, think volume makes truth disappear. Now your lives rings fast. Real shit stands quiet. Yours needs vetting, dumbass. That's cute. Swear you clean.
You lose.
Prints everywhere.
You lose.
I didn't fool, I heard.
You lose.
Facts, just stories sold. You lose. Baltimore, help the family, spoke true, save the kids. Hurt new D's in the blockbuster, where you to lead. You say you used it for content, you doing the same dance. Posting updates, name drops, chasing likes in advance. Success with me, like flexing wounded one. But you wrote a trilogy about them called Enjoy Your Day, son. Yeah, that's the tale. Real talk, walrus, receipts don't need theater. You got docs and vids, like them let them speak clearer. Trust me, jackass, like a legal move anywhere. Except fucktard college, you headlining there. Oh, you feel that?
Talk too much, you lose.
You lose.
Bluff and
Yeah.
cut, you lose. You lose.
Swing for cool.
You lose. You lose.
Script reading full. You lose.
You lose. You lose.
Every time.
You lose.
Every time. Not scared at all. Scared folks always say that first. Don't think of lives like middle school reverse. You sell courage, we see sweat and giggle after jabs. Keep poking fortune, puking law, announcing what ain't there. Harder you perform, clearer you trying to convince yourself. Not us.
You lose.
Yeah. Enjoy your day, y'all. Fat ass. Keep laughing. Makes your collapse sound like applause.
Oh. You like that one? You lose. Welcome everybody. I knew you guys would like that one. Yeah, that was one of the better ones. I've got so much more. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Oh my gosh. Yeah. These people just keep on losing every which way they possibly can. They keep throwing shit at the wall, hoping that something will stick. It just doesn't. They keep losing really bad. Oh man, that's the beat you could get down and dirty on. I'm telling you. And that was only one version of it. You know, maybe I'll play another version. No prison can hold her. Oh, possibly. I think she wants to push it and find out. I think she wants to push it and find out. Most definitely hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell. Make it ding. If you've already done so, and share these YouTubey things to everybody. Hello, all. Good to see ya, linear friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And bingo, brew tea. Love it. Robin, Ty, good to see you. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, we are having a wonderful, wonderful day. And it is great. It is great to see you. And welcome to I love it, with the Depp Willy Wonka. Love that one. That one was so freaky. Hey, Debbie Webb, good to see you. I hope that everyone's doing well. And I don't have my phone on me because if someone texts me anything, I won't get it. So I love you guys. But just so you know, it is going to be a crazy night. We got some fun stuff for you in store. No, man, it's so good to be back. It is so good to be back. I love it. And let's see, let's close that. And, I do have a couple of open letters, but I'm not going to go through those tonight. Well, maybe I should go through one of them tonight. Should I go through one of my open letters with you guys to start off the night? I think that would be awesome. I think it really would be if I shared that with you. I think you guys would like it. I think you guys would like it. Let me end that right there. We'll bring up this particular open letter because it is sort of fitting, especially for today. And I guess the best way to put this is, back a little while ago, I was going to have an open letter to Paint Chip, but because he is an idiot. He is an idiot. So it's just best to give it all due that we possibly can. That's what I think. We should give it all the due that it deserves. So why don't I give that to you? Give you the open letter. Make it good. Where is it? Where did it go? For some reason it's not showing there. And new layer, and it is nope, that is not right. I'm still figuring this thing out. It'll happen though. As soon as I figure this thing out. Oh, where is it? Comments, music. Nope, is not there. Huh? Why is it? Why is it not working? I will figure this out. It was a great game. Well, that's good. I didn't see the game. So did I watch the Super Bowl? No, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. It didn't really have a whole lot of interest for me, believe it or not. Just really didn't. It just wasn't something I was interested in. Weird, but that's how it is. Let me add a new layer here, and I'm going to see if I've got a media share. I think that's right. Media share, and nope, that's not it. Media files. There it is. Now I found it. I've got a way of doing this when it comes up, and this is it.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
All right.
It is about time.
And that really messes with me. What messes with you every single time that it does it? An open letter, paint chips, and the infinite buffet of cowardice. Paint Chip, you didn't just file a motion. You constructed a fully immersive, multi-platform delusion in which you are simultaneously a persecuted ghost, a fearless warrior, a misunderstood intellectual, a roaming drifter, and a legally untouchable puff of vape mist, who cannot be bound by something as pedestrian as reality, evidence, or consistency, maybe due to the weight that it's hard to find curtains that large. You don't merely contest service, you romance it like your bunkmate in prison. You wine it, you dine it, you narrate it like a prestige HBO miniseries scored by the world's tiniest violin and a chorus of unpaid Substack pole smokers nodding furiously into their keyboards. Every procedural inconvenience becomes a mythical injustice. Every typo becomes a civil rights movement. Every clerk's entry becomes a coup. You are never just wrong. You're always oppressed by forces too powerful for mortal comprehension, and yet, somehow, despite being allegedly invisible, unlocatable, unservable, and legally vaporous, you're still capable of filing 100-plus pages of manifestos at a pace that suggests that you live inside Pacer with a crack pipe taped directly to your fat-gaping maw. You don't exist, but you file. You were never served, but you knew. You're the wrong person, but you're absolutely the person. You are a dipshit defendant, both absent and aggressively present. Both a phantom and a loudmouth, both a procedural monk and a professional shitster who cannot resist stapling his own monologue to the courthouse door and screaming, "Read this!" while insisting no one has jurisdiction over his corporeal form. You scream that everything is a mirage while wrestling a fat pig in the mud, biting it, kicking it, suing it, emailing it, certifying it, safe harboring it, and writing a Substack essay about how unfair it is that that fat pig keeps slipping out of your arms. If this were truly imaginary, you wouldn't be building IKEA furniture out of your paperwork. You'd ignore it. Instead, you turned "I wasn't served" into a cinematic universe with spin-offs, merch, and director's commentary. Let's talk about your favorite magic trick, the shell game. Richard A. Luthman, Richard A. Luthman Jr., Richard Luthman's stage name. You swap identities like a greasy street magician swapping cups, hoping no one notices the same sweaty little pee keeps rolling out every time. Courts don't care about your branding strategy. Courts do not give a single microscopic damn about your media persona. Courts look at whether the same human being with the same email, same phone, same writing style, same litigation history, same online footprint, and same addiction to typing 10,000-word tantrums is the same human being being sued. And by the way, yes, you are. You don't become legally a distinct species because you sometimes garnish your name with a junior like parsley. That's not misidentification. That's you trying to play a game that you're losing, but that is to be expected. You declare Secretary of State service is illegal with the confidence of a man who thinks saying something loudly turns into law. Not questionable, not debatable, not subject to argument. Illegal. As if sirens should go off and a bailiff should slide across the floor yelling, "Freeze! This summons is a felony!" Except you quietly keep stepping around the part where service was authorized by the court, which means your real argument isn't "they broke the rules." Your real argument is "the judge was wrong." And there's nothing more deliciously paint-chipped than simultaneously begging a judge for relief while insisting that the judge is an incompetent villain who rubber-stamped a criminal act against you. Your ass got called out. You lost. Yet again, so don't call the referee corrupt and then ask him to rewind the game. You also insist you live in Naples. Fantastic. Love that journey for you. Where's the lease, the deed, the utility bills, the driver's license, the voter registration, the boring grown-up documents that normal adults produce when their residence matters? What you offer instead is just a bunch of vibes. A domicile from years ago. And your solemn pinky promise. Meanwhile, process servers swear they couldn't find you, and those affidavits exist. Attempts are documented, and this is where your mythology collides head first with a very ugly word you pretend doesn't exist: evasion. Evasion is not a heroic resistance movement. Evasion is not a spiritual transcendence. Evasion is not sovereign citizen chic. Evasion is the exact reason substitute service exists, while your bitch ass hides behind the couch and peeks through blinds. And then, of course, sues the pizza guy for leaving your pepperoni pizza on the porch. But absolutely my favorite contradiction, the one that really sings, is that you admit you knew about the case. You emailed about it. You argued about it. You threatened sanctions about it. You demanded arbitration about it. You just chose not to formally appear. Which means this isn't I was blindsided. This is I attempted interpretive dance. It looked like a one-legged man with a taser instead of procedure. Judges despise that. Judges do not reward people who discover lawsuits and decide to role play as haunted furniture instead of filing a straightforward motion. Now, let's pivot to your other personality, internet semen sucker paint chip, the version of you who occasionally forgets he wheezes when tying his shoes and starts talking like he's auditioning for a low-budget Viking reboot. The man who publicly challenges people to trial by combat like he's standing in a Renaissance fair parking lot with a foam sword and a turkey leg. You puffed up, you postured, you bellowed about fighting, you beat your chest, you made sure everyone knew just how tough and dangerous you are, and then the moment someone said, okay, well, you vanished faster than your alleged service attempts with no follow-up, no logistics, no when and where, just a sudden outbreak of acute terminal invisibility. The warrior poet transformed instantly into a procedural ghost. Incredible, truly. Alexander the Great. He wept. And now we've got whispers of some future fantasy battle royale, some imaginary cage match circus where all the internet tough guys will totally, definitely, absolutely show up this time. Pinky swear. Of course, any day now, those same people who can't commit to a Zoom call without spiraling into 40 emails about jurisdiction or going to meet in a physical location, engage in mutual violence. Well, that's definitely happening right after Bigfoot finishes law school. Let's be brutally honest. You don't want to fight. You don't want to debate. You don't even want court because you don't want consequences. You want a spectacle. You and your little group of dim-witted morons thinks that a fight is the way to go. Hell, you can't even win in the courtroom where it should be easy, but cannot even do that without fucking that up royally. You want to feel powerful while remaining perfectly insulated. You've got lots of insulation. You want to talk about combat while being allergic to confrontation. You want to cosplay as a warlord while operating at the physical intensity level of a man who gets winded walking past a bakery. And the only thing that you've ever successfully battled is a buffet. The entire brand of paint chips is built on noise, not nerve. It's on theatrics and not teeth. On endless monologues about how unfair everything is while you actively manufacture the chaos you claim to suffer from. Dumbass, you're not a martyr. You're not a rebel. You're not a ghost. You're definitely not a warrior. You are every online moron who mistakes typing for dominance and drama for destiny. You are the part you keep refusing to internalize, unlike you did for Bubba. None of your cinematic narration changes what's actually happening. Your filing does not end the case. Your declaration does not vapor jurisdiction. Your Substack does not become evidence. At best, you get a hearing. At best, judge listens. And at best, you argue about service. And that's it. No explosion, no parade, no apology tour. No golden statue erected in your honor entitled The Gay Man Who Lost. You can keep telling your audience that you're winning. You can keep pretending you're untouchable, but the rest of us can see what it really is. He's a man drowning in paperwork, swinging wildly technicalities, hiding from both accountability and cardio, screaming, "You can't see me," while live streaming his own stupidity. No helmet, just me, my Velcro shoes, and stale coffee, and the deep, unshakable peace that comes from watching someone turn cowardice into comedy. Shizzy Wisnut, professional window licker emeritus, Velcro Shoes Division, Department of Watching People Talk Big and Move Small, and most definitely owning you.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiz Nut.
man, crazy. Bravo. Well, thank you. Thank you. Always here to have a little bit of fun. Speaking of some fun, you want to hear another version of that last song? I think you guys deserve another version of that. Let's give it to you. Let's give that music to you. And why is it doing this? Stay in studio. Continue. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do this. Let's give you the next song. And like I said, these songs, the lyrics are pretty similar, but I haven't heard all of them. But I'm still working on them. And also, Tizzy the Bounce gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Tizzy. My Lord Almighty. Thank you very much, Tizzy. Tizzy, I hope that you are having a wonderful one. Gave it to Melissa Ilgard, Nancy now I'll just say Nancy. Also, to Little Acorn family. I love that Little Acorn family. Millo? I'm not sure, but that looks like a Mellow. And then, of course, Casey Jones Oddcast, the oddest cast you'll ever get. Thank you, guys, for joining, and appreciate you. And we'll give you that Welcome to the Shit Show song. Here we go.
Welcome to the shit show. Every
single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Congratulations, new members.
Everybody's such you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots.
The Kiwi Grip Kicker, good to see you.
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks,
and more of that buttering.
all over again.
Yes. Let's give you that wonderful song. And we'll bring it up right here, and here we go. Let's do the next one, because the next one I think it's just as good, but that number one was on top of it. Here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah, come on, flee head. Grab a chair, fat ass. You're gonna need it. Let's run your sticky note opera. You start with like that's your whole case file. Glue your feelings to it, call it evidence for a while. Don't fall for lies, finger wagging at the moon while your essay screams. Please believe me, I'm the good one. Hell, you're a goon. If he had proof, he wouldn't ask. That's comedian gold. Cause receipt don't disappear cause you said so. Your shit's getting old. You don't decree reality with caps lock decrees. Then act shocked when we go cool. Show me, please. You mad? Sure. Yeah. Talk too much, you lose. Bluffing hard, you lose. Trust me, weak, you lose. That grin, you lose, yeah. You lose, yeah. I'm a creditor, congrats, just the fattest in the room. Still talk like hallway gossip, got a tick-ticking boom. Potential winning gin, tossing terms like shields. Think the court gon' faint cause you spoke in the field. You got my links already, so which is it, stalk or click? Can't cry in the fence while screaming, check my heart rate quick. That ain't threat, that's meltdown with customer service vibes. Yeah, keep going. Play both sides, you lose. Story slipping, you lose. I shouldn't plead, you lose. Volume don't make it true. You lose, you lose, you lose. Italian intuition, your solo psychic show. Yeah, grilling yourself, still don't know what you know. Did you do X? No. Why? No, that's top line by in a cookie jar, bro. Yelling it doesn't exist, loud as hell. Think volume makes truth disappear. Nah, your lies rings fast. Real shit stands quiet, yours needs vetting, dumb ass.
Welcome back, Rez.
That's cute. Whoa. Swear you clean, you lose. Prints everywhere, you lose. I didn't, I heard you lose. Facts, your story sold. You lose, you lose, you lose. Gone. Martyr mode, help the family, spoke truth. Say the kid, turn good deeds into blockbuster with you to lead. You say you use it for content. You're doing the same dance, posting updates, name drops, chasing likes in advance. Obsessed with me, like Flex and Wounded One. But you wrote a trilogy about them called Enjoy Your Day, son.
Hey, Spawn. What's up?
Yeah. That's the tale. Real talk, walrus. Receipt on they did. Or you got docs and vids. Link them, let them speak clearer. Trust me, jackass ain't illegal. Move anywhere except fuck Tar College. You headlining there. You feel that?
Oh yeah! Talk too much, you lose. Bluff and clutch, you lose. Swing for cool, you lose. Script reading fool, you lose every time. You lose every time.
Not scared at all. Scared folks always say that first. Don't think the lips like middle school reverse. You sell courage. We see sweat and giggle after jabs. Keep posting fortune cookie law, announcing what ain't there. Harder you perform, clearer you trying to convince yourself, not us. Yeah. Enjoy your day, y'all. Fat ass. Keep laughing. Makes you collapse. Sound like applause.
I still like the first one better. Yeah, that one was good, but I like that first one better. We're going to get rid of that one. Hey, Tizzy. Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah. Well, we got some interesting stuff today. Of course, you know, they can't stop filing things in court. And that's one of the things that you're going to find with these fools is they will constantly do the crazy stuff and file the most ridiculous crap in court that they possibly can. And that's what they did today, of course, again. They decided, hey, let's go ahead and file something really, really stupid. Yet again. So let's give it to you best way we can. Right here we go. All right, there we are. And of course, well, this is actually quite a bit more people. And of course, there's John Cook. But in this case, some non-party John Doe's objection to magistrate judge's order denying motion for leave to intervene pursuant to federal civil procedure 172A. Adopted dad, he may be able to come home. Oh, awesome. That's very cool. I hope he's able to get home soon. So, you know, he filed this non-party, this John Doe filed this in there because he got upset that Judge Bolito kicked it out. Now, Judge Bolito was pretty straightforward whenever Judge Bolito came in and said, presently before the court is a non-party, and this is a big part right here, non-party John Doe's motion for leave to intervene for the limited purpose of notifying the court of plaintiff's misconduct. Well, no response is necessary. She's basically telling Randy, you don't have to respond to this garbage. For the reasons below, the motion is denied. John Doe moves under John Doe 1. Parties are typically not allowed to proceed anonymously in federal court. The motion fails to argue why John Doe should be allowed to do so here, as you can see. And what he quotes is Doe v. Frank, 11th Circuit, 1992. Lawsuits are public events. A party should be permitted to proceed anonymously only in those exceptional cases involving matters of a highly sensitive and personal nature, real danger of physical harm, or where injury litigated against the party will be incurred as a result of the disclosure of the party's identity. The risk that that party may suffer some embarrassment is not enough. For leave to intervene in this action to notify the court of alleged misconduct by plaintiffs. John Doe states that permissive intervention is necessary because the alleged misconduct relates to plaintiff's representations and evidence. There will be no undue delay or prejudice, and the interests of justice weigh in favor of intervention, and the court disagrees. District court may permit anyone to intervene who has a claim or defense that shares with the main action a common question of law or fact. Generally, permissive intervention under Rule 24B is appropriate. Where a party's claim or defense is the main action, have questions of law or fact in common, and the intervention will not unduly prejudice or delay the adjudication of the rights of the original parties. However, it is wholly discretionary with the court whether to allow intervention under Rule 24b, and even though there is a common question of law or fact, or the requirements of 24b are otherwise satisfied, the court may refuse to allow intervention. The present motion for permissive intervention is without merit because it identifies no claims or defenses held by John Doe that have common questions of law or fact with the claims at issue in the case. Now, what he's saying is everything that he put in there, there's nothing, there's no claims or defenses that are held by John Doe that have common questions of law or fact with claims at issue in the case. The court may permit anyone to intervene, gives a little bit more of document citations. Because the motion fails to identify any claims or defenses held by John Doe, it is inherent that it fails to be accompanied by a pleading that sets out the claim or defense which intervention is sought, therefore, is due to be denied. If the motion satisfied 24's requirements for permissive intervention, the court would exercise its discretion to deny intervention here. Even if it was permissive intervention, it would exercise its discretion to say, hell no. And as noted above, John Doe identifies no claims or defenses related to this action. There's nothing in the motion to suggest that John Doe has any interest in the case aside from being one of many online spectators watching its progression. In fact, the motion acknowledges such, stating that the movement is a spectator with no direct interest in the outcome of litigation. The parties with legal interest here are plaintiffs and defendants, not every online spectator. Thus, the motion is also denied in an exercise of the court's discretion. Accordingly, it's ordered that John Doe motioned for leave to intervene for the limited purpose of notifying the court of plaintiffs' misconducts. Document 147 is denied. No, it doesn't matter who John Doe is. John Doe could be anybody. John Doe could be you for all we know, Gwen. And the judge has said no. Judge has said no. It doesn't matter who John Doe is. They're basically an online spectator. It would be like me writing to the court to try to intervene in any one of these court cases. The judge would look at it and go, what purpose do you have for intervening? You're not a party to this. It doesn't change the interest of anything. So the judge is saying, no, this is garbage, and I'm not allowing it. They got very upset about this because this objection is filed within the 14 days of the order. Movement requests that the district judge review the order de novo, find it clearly erroneous and contrary to law, set it aside, and grant the motion in support. Movement states as follows. Standard of review. When a magistrate judge issues an order on a non-dispositive pretrial matter, a party may object within 14 days. The district judge must consider the objection and modify or set aside any part of the order that is clearly erroneous or contrary to law. Now, the only thing is none of it's erroneous or contrary to law. A finding is clearly erroneous when, although there's evidence to support it, the reviewing court, there's nothing erroneous about it. The judge was very clear. There's nothing here that should allow you to be coming in or any of your filings to be allowed. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The magistrate judge denial of permissive intervention under Civil Rules Procedure 24B is a non-dispositive pretrial matter subject to this standard. No, it's not. As detailed below, the order is both clearly erroneous and contrary to law. No, it's not. Movement's motion sought limited permissive intervention, and the judge denied it. Judge said no, including the submission of a knowingly false proof of service. Judge denied it. How could you be sure there was a knowingly false proof of service? You've never shown any proof of this whatsoever in any of this whatsoever. Sworn by process server Eugene Griffin, the misconduct involves plaintiff's false representation of the court. The calls and texts to Griffin were from a potential when they were actually from Joseph Camp of Your Daddy Joey News. Doesn't matter who it was from. That was the person that he reached out to him. This false evidence was used to secure an extension of time. No, it wasn't. Prejudicing Luthman and undermining the integrity of the proceedings. No, it wasn't. Movement does not seek full party status discovery. No, that would be the movement, the John Doe is trying to interject into the case, and the movement, whoever it might be, more than likely it's Joey Camp. He's an idiot. See, that's the simple fact of it. He's just an idiot that's trying to interject because this is how those guys operate. There's a few of these kind of people that do this. They're buddies with Paint Chip. There's about 3 or 4 of them. And they'll change up the style of the writing, but they'll basically say the same thing. They did the same thing with Dinesh, or that Dinesh guy. Joseph Camp was in chat. He eated him. Good. I'm glad you did. Hopefully you gave him a kick in the nuts. Hopefully you give him a kick in the nuts. Just time him out. The magistrate judge denied the motion, finding no claims or defenses, sharing common questions of law or fact with the main action. Failure to comply with Rule 24C's pleading requirement insufficient justification for non-anonymity. Discretionary denial due to movement status as an online spectator with no direct interest to avoid docket congestion. Each ground is clearly erroneous or contrary to law. No, it's not. The judge already stated exactly why he wasn't going to let it in. He doesn't want his docket clogged up. And more than likely, whenever Judge Hinkle gets this, because this is who he'll end up going to, Judge Hinkle will give a review of it, and he will say, nope. Hey, eat it. Who speaks of eating? That's my thing. Argument. The order is clearly erroneous and contrary to law and finding no common questions of law and fact. Rule 24B1 permits intervention by anyone who is a claim or defense that shares with the main action a common question of law or fact. The magistrate judge erroneously concluded that movement had defined those claims or defenses. That's not what the judge said. The judge was very clear. He says, you have no claims or defenses because the motion states movement does not seek to become a full party. This misapplies the rule by requiring a full-fledged claim or defense akin to a party's merits position rather than recognize a limited intervention for ancillary purposes. Well, you might want to take that to another courthouse because this judge isn't going to play. Kicking the nuts. Beautiful. He's on the docket is going to Hinkle. Yeah, that's what I said, Max. Yeah, it is going to be reviewed by Hinkle, and most likely Hinkle will come up with the same thing and say, yeah, we're not going to have our docket clogged up with this. Oh, the court's 11th Circuit. Well, you got to understand that you're screaming about the 11th Circuit. This is not the 11th Circuit. Hey, Yama, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. You're welcome to join in. We got one more open letter after this one. Well, we might have another song. All these right here is 11th Circuit. I mean, it's got something in the 11th Circuit, but this court has different rules and procedures. Here, movement proposed notice shares common questions of fact with the main action, the veracity of plaintiff's evidence. Veracity? No, it actually doesn't. Representations regarding service on paint chips, which directly impacts the litigation's procedural integrity. No, it doesn't. The misconduct allegation that plaintiff submitted a perjured proof of service. Well, that would be something that you would have to prove whenever you get into discovery. You coming in and saying one thing doesn't make it anything. Why don't you wait until it comes to trial? And then once it comes to trial, then you can argue that. Yeah, Joseph Camp is a worthless troll. Absolutely. Which directly impacts litigation procedural integrity. The misconduct allegation that plaintiffs submitted a perjured proof of service relates to the same factual nucleus as plaintiffs' efforts to maintain their claims against paint chips. Denying this nexus is clearly erroneous as the evidence, example, Camp's email and screenshots, demonstrates factual overlap that could warrant sanctions. Nope. Referral or reevaluation? Nope. Under the court's inherent powers. Doesn't matter. They don't want to hear it. Does this mean you forgive me? In orders, reliance on suspend fees, whatever, is misplaced. As the case involved full intervention attempt, not a limited one like here. It doesn't matter. Because if you are going to interject yourself into this court, into this docket, into what is going on with this court, you have to have good reason. And the judge doesn't believe that you have good reason. Judge Hinkle will review it and say if we don't want our docket clogged up with online spectators trying to make up shit, then we don't want online people making up shit. It would be no different than if Jeremy went outside of his attorney and filed something in the docket. Judge would say, "Are you not represented by an attorney? I'm not going to accept this pleading." Same reason why you get these ridiculous notices from all these other idiots that want to try to notice the court. Oh, well, we'll just notice the court. We'll tell them exactly what's going on here. Yeah, good. Judge doesn't care. The finding ignores that limited intervention promotes judicial efficiency. No, it doesn't. By addressing the misconduct early without prejudice or delay. But there has to be misconduct, and you didn't prove that there was any misconduct. The judge reviewed what you gave him and said, there's no misconduct here. Was he served? Yeah. See, you can see how hard Paint Chip is fighting to not be served. That he's got his little buddies over there, his little buddies stroking him, saying, "Ooh, we will let you be. Oh, I'll do anything for you, Paint Chip." The order is contrary to law and regarding separate pleading under Rule 24C for limited intervention. The magistrate judge held the motion fails to be accompanied by a pleading that sets out a claim or defense which intervention is sought. This is contrary to law for the limited interventions where courts flexibly apply the rule and treat the motion itself as sufficient if it detail the purpose and supporting facts. But it doesn't. The motion can suffice if it states grounds clearly. It doesn't. The movement's motion and attack Exhibit A fully set forth the claim, the misconduct notification with specific facts, evidence, made up shit, and more made up shit, requested relief, sanctions, reevaluation. Requiring more for this narrow purpose elevates form over substance contrary to the rule's intent. No. The order erroneously dismissed a nominality without considering justification. Yes, as it should. Absolutely it should. The court knows Deuce's and Lethman's style of writing. Well, I'm sure they do, but this is more than likely his little buddy Joey Camp. You know, the guy that's in prison. Guy that's been arrested for harassment of children, harassment of families. Yeah, he's wanted in Believe and Believes. They want to question him about a murder there. So if you're wondering what kind of people they are, there you go. This is futile due to risks of doxing and harassment by Jeremy Hales' vexatious litigation practices. No, because if you want to become part of this, you want to talk shit, then show yourself. This invokes Frank's exceptions. Real danger of harm, retaliations via further lawsuits, a highly sensitive matters. No, because if you're lying, It wouldn't be something if BBB filed this. Probably not. I mean, Paint Chips, if he filed this, it wouldn't matter if BBB filed it, Paint Chips, or if Paint Chips filed it. I mean, if Bruce filed this shit, he would be up shit creek. His attorney would probably have a few words with him. Yeah, Paint Chips has been using his name. Yeah. I mean, but you have to remember that this is the kind of behavior that these guys do all the time. It's a whole group of them. We've already shown that. If you don't believe me, I'll give you an idea a little bit about these people after I finish this portion right here. Discretionary denial is clearly erroneous. Abuse of discretion. No, it's not. Even assuming that the requirements are met, the exercise jurisdiction to discretion to deny intervention, citing movement spectator status. It's not all that he cited. He said he actually cited the law and said this is exactly what's going on. This is clearly erroneous. Erroneous. As it undervalues the public interest in judicial integrity. Courts abuse discretion by denying limited intervention where it aids in uncovering fraud without burdening parties. No, that's all you're trying to do is burden parties. Because the judge, if he would have allowed that in, then Randy would have had to respond to it. And I'm sure that his response would have been the same as Judge Bolito. And then Judge Bolito would have ruled on it and said, yeah, we're just saving the step. Movement seeks only one filing, not countless others. Oh, that's what he says now. Let's show you some of the filings that they pulled in Paint Chips bullshit, in Dinesh's bullshit. There was multiple John Does that filed in that. I think at some point in time they had something like 18 to 20 different John Does. Yeah. That's the kind of shit that they pull. This discretionary denial contravenes the interests of justice, clearly erroneous. For the foregoing reason, the magistrate judge's order is clearly erroneous and contrary to law. They respectfully request the district judge set aside the order, grant the motion for limited intervention, permit the filing of the notice regarding plaintiff's misconduct, and award such other relief as deems justifiable or some other bullshit, blah, blah. John Doe pro se. Yeah, that's not how any of this works. And that's why the judge is going to ignore it. And he's going to say, no, we're not doing this. And let's find it right here. All right, let's find this here. We will pull it up right here. All right. Just a second while I get this document. It's bullshit. Yeah. So let's find it right here. And we will go to... Yeah, we'll pull this up right here, just so you have an idea of the kind of people that these people are. And let's share the screen right here with them. All right, so this is Bullyville, right? Now, if you don't know who Bullyville is, you can look right here. This is the stream, Bullyville. You've also got the most hated man on the internet. He's done things like episode 1 streaming on all platforms. This is the gentleman right here. But it felt appropriate. All right. So here is the thing that they pulled. Of course, you have the convicted felon, the bully hunter fan, another convicted felon, which is this guy right over here. This one right here. He's here. Let me move that out of the way so you can see. We've got this guy right here. That's the guy that's writing that. Okay. He's a felon and a child stalker. You got this guy over here, which likes to accelerate things. Another Ty Jackson. But yeah, felon, bully hunter fan, another convicted felon. Yeah, that's who these guys are. That's who these guys are. They are a difficult little group. And we'll delete that. And why is that doing that? I wanted to close it. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right. I feel like we have all specific areas of expertise here that, when combined, is absolutely lethal. Over the past few months, convicted felon Joseph Camp, convicted felon Richard Paint Chips Lethman, Ty Jackson, Courtney Courtesan have been very busy. They've been utilizing Telegram to plot, scheme, and attempt to destroy any of their perceived enemies. What they did not realize, their Telegram group was public-facing. Once this was discovered, James McGibney, the founder of Bullyville and host of Billy Hunter on A&E, immediately contacted the FBI. They have had access to the link for quite some time. Simultaneously, multiple law firms began forensically catalog every single post that they have made within this group. It is most certainly going to hold up in a court of law. It's also my understanding that a subpoena was already issued. The plan was to keep letting this group of e-thugs self-incriminate. However, they started to plot some plans that were considered dangerous and that would put innocent people in danger. The decision was made to go public with this information so potential victims would be able to respond accordingly. It's no surprise that the convicted felons, Joseph Camp and Richard Lethman, both were previously arrested by the FBI, would be this malicious. Same holds true with Ty Jackson. He's a monster. But Courtney Courtesan was a bit of a surprise. The fully authenticated Telegram posts speak volume. She truly is pure evil. Within one of her videos, she stated she wasn't sure if convicted felon Joseph Camp even exists. She clearly knows who he is and has had hundreds of interactions with him. For the record, countless children, Camp's victims, most who have permanent restraining orders against him, would disagree with her statement. She really is an evil woman, just pure evil. Courtney claimed we would never find her other accounts. We found them in about 5 minutes, including her Telegram account. LOL. Ooh. Quite honestly, if Courtney just stuck to making a bunch of rambling, incoherent videos bashing episode 1 of Bully Hunter, law enforcement wouldn't have cared, and neither would I. Hell, she probably was the reason why more streams came our way, and for that, thank you, superfan. But the moment she decided to team up with convicted felons Joseph Camp and Richard Lethman, she consciously made that decision, and now here comes the consequences. If you can see this, accept, and let's do this. We will pull these up as they come. Open in a new tab. Open the image. Here we go. Let's pull this up and share this tab right here. But a text from Coacher tells the story. Coacher informed Garamone that around that date, this is who I'm meeting with, Joey Camp. I contacted him. He's odd, Ralph, but he isn't afraid of Dinesh. He has already given me more information than anyone about how all this works and how we do it. Coacher's message shows she sought out Camp for his knowledge, referring to internet harassment, doxing, or smear tactics, and valued Camp's lack of fear. Camp was recruited as an expert operative against Noshavarian, that's Dinesh. And Coacher and Garamone's permission allowed Camp to reside at Central Park's ranch to perform a covert online operations against Noshavarian's reputation. Coacher attempted to kick Camp out in July of 2022, roughly 65 days later. The arrangement with Camp went beyond mere reputation management, included payment for Camp's illicit undertakings. Garamone's business, GPS, paid Camp in 2 installments totaling $1,650. $1,650. An accounting document and credit card statement shows payments of $1,100 and $550 to Joey Camp, along with Camp's phone number, corresponding the charges on GPS credit card. The documentation speaks for itself. Money flowed to Camp. These payments by Coacher strongly indicated that Camp was hired as a third-party agent in the conspiracy tasked with digital dirty work, spreading defamatory online and harassing documentation. Yes, that is the kind of garbage that they're doing. And let's go here and we'll pull this one up right here. Open a new tab. And we'll get this one right here. Open image and set this one and image new tab. And open image new tab. So if you're wondering the kind of crazy stuff that that you're dealing with here, let's just give it a little bit of show here. And this is for information purposes, in case you're wondering. So let's go ahead and give them our little bit of information, our information dialogue here. Let's give them that little bit of information dialogue here. Give me a second. We're going to add this one in here, and it's going to be I will find it right here. It is. Let's make sure that we have this one in there.
Everything shown on this stream is either publicly available material, content that was previously posted by the original source, or my own protected commentary and opinion. Any documents, screenshots, or excerpts are redacted and displayed in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines.
This stream is for documentation, criticism, analysis, and public discussion. It is most explicitly not for harassment, not exploitation, and not arousal. I did not hack anything, intercept anything, steal anything, or sneak around like a raccoon in a dumpster. Everything here was lawfully obtained or sourced with consent.
This is also not cyberstalking for the mental midgets out there, meaning repeated targeted behavior toward a specific person, and that would cause a reasonable person substantial emotional distress and serves no legitimate purpose. Commentary, criticism, documentation, and discussion of public material with a legitimate purpose do not meet that standard, no matter how pissed off it makes you.
Being offended isn't a cause of action. Being uncomfortable isn't a crime. Making bad choices and then being shocked by the results is a personal journey, not a legal violation. Hurt feelings aren't illegal. Embarrassment isn't illegal. Consequences are not harassment. And your own behavior making you look bad because of your own choices is tragically 100% legal. Deal with it.
Hey, don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, and you're already rage typing in all caps. This may not be the stream for you. And if any of this is genuinely making you spiral and you are in the need of a voice on the other end, pick up the phone. In the US, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for immediate support. Viewer discretion is advised.
There you go. I'd love to hear this whole message with Rodney Dangerfield's voice. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? All right, let's get back to this right here. We're going to share this. And there it is. So here's your little friend, Joey Camp. As you can see right there, hot off the press, Joseph Jojo Camp is a convicted felon. A rapist, registered sex offender, was captured in Colombia some time ago following the issuance of Interpol red notice by Belizean authorities. Camp is wanted in Belize in connection with a slew of serious charges, including offenses under the Cyber Crimes Act. Camp, who has a history of criminal behavior in multiple jurisdictions, was apprehended by Colombian authorities after Belize requested international assistance in locating and detaining him. While the capture marks a significant development, the process of returning Camp to Belize to face justice has hit a wall due to reported administrative delays and legal complications. Despite the urgency of the case and the gravity of the charges awaiting him, including cyber harassment, online exploitation, other offenses, sources within the Belize justice system say bureaucratic inefficiencies have stalled the extradition process. Or how about this one here? And they are mentally ill. Harmless, really. Courtney, oh, that makes sense. Also, I have a few left. I have also left a review. I don't know if it's showing up yet, but I thought it was worth sharing. Pretty much everyone on TikTok in this space of social media was hijacked by retards. Cordy Kodazan says, are they the same person because they comment? And he says, that's not uncommon. Many of the people in the space are in group chats and they move in teams. It's really fucking weird. I'm glad our tax dollars supported the disabled are being put to good use. I can also tell you that I was like a National Geographic reporter at a time when I was hanging around mentally ill stalkers on the app. I went a few missions with them into people's TikTok lives. Not going to lie, it was kind of fun. Yeah. That's the kind of insane shit that they like to do. They like to do this on a regular. And if you're wondering, no thanks. And we'll pull this up here, open that up in a new tab. And we'll share this one here. It's also like Dinesh's underachieving rich kids standing in the shadows of giants. I've seen lots of these develop into compulsive liars. Oh, they're going to be mad. Did you catch me in that video? I imagine two people are losing their minds over this, hashing conspiracy theories. Yeah, these people are stalkers. This is the kind of behavior that they do. If you don't believe me, there you go. This is the kind of things that they do. Things like paint chips right here. Shows up multiple times, multiple places. In court cases. It was a hoot. I might have trolled the entire thing. New lawyer for Jen and Dr. G is a powerhouse former prosecutor. I've been on. I know everyone was saying not to block certain people. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. There's certain people that will have to be stopped. You know, you got people and you got trolls that'll get in there and they'll start a little bit of problems, but they're generally pain in the asses. Oh, his service is done. Turn limits. Yep. Arg. I love to hear this whole message with Rodney Dangerfield's voice. Yep. Is that Shizzy's wish? Could be, might be. I don't know. It depends on what it is. Shizzy said kick him in the nuts. Yeah, no, just give him a nice little, give him a nice little timeout. That's all you got to do. Just give him a nice little timeout. That's all. That's all that needs to be done. Gained a few more subs and have a very good view count on your channel. Absolutely, as you should, Libby. This guy makes paint chips look like a noob. No, they're both cut from the same cloth. You have to understand that this is the kind of behavior that you would expect from them. See, they will do this kind of stuff on a regular basis because they're very weak individuals. And you can tell that they also use other names like Macklemore. Someone should make a bully bum X account, expose all his shit. I'd do it. I'm just too busy. It's near impossible to get banned on X these days. So I've heard I managed to do it, though. I definitely have a gift. And as you can see, Macklemore is another one. So you'll like I said, you'll see these people come popping up. It is the kind of behavior that they will do. Things like this. Tell him I also have my blackface images if he wants to use them. The summary judgment request is laughable. It's even better than Chapata up against much better litigators. No oral testimony, no evidence except what they've submitted. If I'm not mistaken, it's weak at best, comical at worst. Objectively, what's the difference in Jen saying she wants to destroy Jeunesse privately to her significant other and Bullyville publicly posting that he's going scorched earth on me? Also, one last point, all that summary judgment doc describes a milder version of his harassment, but analog. And of course, you've got more paint chips. It looks like right here. Might be worth assessing the timeline when he started posting as the actors on the show support him. If it was after some black TikTokers made videos of him calling him racist, that might be his Achilles heel. Wouldn't surprise me given how woke the idiot is online. Maybe we need some more black readers calling him out as a racist to really aid with his spiral. Yeah, see, this is the kind of behavior that you can be expecting from them. Those are the kind of filings that Paint Chips puts in there. Those are the kind of filings that, you know, as much as you like to say, oh, it would be great to see these people get their justice, it'll happen, but at what cost? And I believe Jeremy said it doesn't matter the cost, that he is going to continue pursuing it. Are all of you with shields at the end of your name mean that you're a mod? That's what it would mean. That's what it would mean. That's what it would mean. Hello, Melissa. How you doing? So these people are basically out there trying to promote causing problems. This is the kind of group that they are. This is the behavior that they will continue to do. They don't have any problem causing problems with people's channels, with streams. They don't have any problem with that at all. And let me see if I've got the next one up here. Yeah, I think this is the one that I want to use. It's a little different, sort of the same. Let's give them a little. Hey, Melissa Jane, good to see you. And we are going to share a little more music, just a little more, because we're going to have some fun with this. And we're going to go here, and let's have a little fun.
Yeah. Come on. Fleazy. Grab a chair, fat ass, you gon' need her. Let's run your sticky note out. You start with I let your whole case spy. Run your feelings to a solid evidence for a buy. Don't flow for lies. Finger wagging at the moon while your ass is scream. People believe me, I'm the good one song. If we ever we wasn't asked, that's the median goal. Could receipt don't just appear cause you said so. Go. You don't agree reality with caps lock decree. The next shock when we go cool. Shall we please? You mad? You sure? Time to let you lose. Trust me, we. Yeah. You lose. That grand, you lose. Yeah. I'm a creditor. Yes. You in the wrong. Still talk like hallway gossip. With a megaphone, bone with intention. Tossing turns like shields. Think the court gon' faint. Cause you learn to feel. You got my lace already. So we just start the click. Can't cry, interference, screaming. Check my bow creek. That ain't grit. That's meltdown with customer service vibes. Yeah, keep going. Take both sides. You lose. Story slipping. Posture then plead. You lose. Volume no making true. You lose. Intuition, it's solo Saki show. Reeling yourself, still don't know what you know. Did you do X? No, why? No. It's time Found the alibi in the trench coat, bro. Feeling it doesn't exist loud as hell. Then all you makes truth disappear. Now you ring small. Real shit stands quiet. Yours meets jazz hands. That's cute. Swear you clean. You lose. Prince everywhere. You lose. I get to I heard. You lose. Facts, just stories so. You lose. Oh, you lose. You lose. Every time. You lose. You lose. Young, no, murder mode. Killed the fan and smoke truth. Save the key. Turn goodies in the blockbuster way you the lead. You say you use it for content. You doing the same dance. Posting updates. Name drops. Checks the lights in the bank. Obsessed with me. They flakes and one didn't want it. But you wrote a trilogy about them called Enjoy Your Day, son. Yeah, that's the tell. Real talk, please. VCs don't need bitter. Got doubts and bids, let them speak clearer. Trust me, jackass ain't a link or move anywhere except clown college. You headlining there. You feel that? Talk too much. You lose. Love ain't bad. You lose. Swing for cool. You lose. We're free to fool. You lose. You lose.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it out. The scared folks always say that first. Don't think of lift like middle school with birds. You so cursed. This is sweat and giggle left to dance. Keep posting fortune cootie law now somewhere ain't bad. Harder you can phone. Clearer you trying to convince yourself. Not us. Yeah. Enjoy your daddy, y'all. Please. Keep laughing. I used to collapse sound like a boss.
Oh, yes, you lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. Yeah, it's the shiz. Yes, it is. It is. And that's what I do. I write music and I put it together. Still like the first one the best, although that one was pretty fun. It had a nice groove to it, but still that first one. I'll play it one more time before we end tonight, but we are not ending anytime soon. We're still going. Sweet music to eat dinner with. That was a good tune. Yeah. I have a tendency of doing that. I don't know why. I after going through multiple ones, that's why I was running late tonight, because, well, I was working on that song. And I'm working on putting a nice little video to that also. So you'll just have to keep your eyes open for that. You were late and love the song. Well, Andy brother, the first one is the best. The very first one is the best. But I do have another open letter that we're going to read from that filing. Or I could play another song for you. Let's see. Why don't we do a poll? We'll see if you guys want the open letter or another song. We'll do it right here. Letter or song. Let's do that. And we will put, no, it doesn't mean that you'll get, let's put in letter. We'll put in song. Yeah, there we go. And we'll start the poll. Letter or song. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to do one outside of the other, but there is a poll up there. You can vote on it right there. And what we'll do is we'll give you a little bit of time to get those votes in there, and then we'll hit that, whatever it ends up being, as we've got it. Oh yeah, you'll get both of them, Gwen. Most definitely, you'll get both of them. Don't you worry, you'll get both of those, no matter what. No matter what. You will get those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up something here while I'm doing that, so that way you can get those votes in there. And it was brought to my attention by the one, the only, the most wonderful person ever, And let's see, we're going to we're going to down. Why is it? Download into. Right. I'm just pulling this up right now, and while I pull that up, it's going to be coming up very shortly. And put this one and download that one. These are brought to you by Max Labs. So you can thank Max for grabbing these. It was pretty straightforward here. And we'll open up this one too. I think that's right. All right. So we'll start with this one. We'll zoom in on it. Why is that moving? Here we go. All right. Dope. We'll while the vote's going on, I'm going to go ahead and share this. Remove scene and present. Stop screen. Present share screen. It is this right here. This one. Share that. All right. So I'm going to embiggen this so that way people can see it. And here. And we'll do this. Bring that up there. So that way you guys can see it. So it says, this is the second one. Let's do this one instead. Stop this one and share. I'll make sure I have the right one. I think this is the correct one. Let me double check. And here it is. Bankruptcy short. Nope, that's the wrong one. Stop that one and share the window. This one here. And so, why is it showing the same damn thing? Doggone it. I'm just going to stop that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these over into where I can convert to an Adobe PDF. There we go. And we'll do this. And we'll also do this one, convert over to a PDF. Actions. Why is it doing that? This way I don't have to sit here and screw with that. Share screen. Give me just a second. La 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 la. There we go. It's a little bit easier. That right there is a little bit easier to show you guys. So, ha 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 ha. Don't fall for the lies and the bullshit spewed here. If he had evidence, he wouldn't be asking for it. And this is a response to Jeremy saying, hey, you know, if you guys want to grab those clips and send those clips over to me, I'll be happy to make sure they get to the right place. He's got all of those documents, and instead of him spending hours upon hours going through each one of them, he asks, how about if you guys go through them, and if you have links, especially if you are a person that is involved in this, go ahead and send it over to me. And that's what he asked for. People to send over proof of what they're doing. If he had evidence, he wouldn't be asking for it. That's not how it works. I'm a creditor in Michelle's bankruptcy. Well, according to court documents, you are not a creditor in any of this. So what Ram Saran, or Saran Wrap as we like to call him, said, well, she's a potential creditor. But see, for her to be a creditor, she has to provide proof of that. And she says he is a potential creditor, a contingent creditor. Well, No, he's an actual creditor to it. My Cash App, Ko-Fi, PP, they're all listed on my channels, jackass. You know this. Didn't you put it in the Fed 2 paperwork somewhere? Or aren't you obsessed with me? No, not really. He's not. You know this. You know this. Aren't you obsessed with me and stalk my channel daily? No, he just screen grabs all the bullshit that you do. You already have this info. Enjoy this post. Okay. So she basically said, she just gave permission right there. Yeah, Fleece is not on the list at all. I could go on, but let me do it this way. We can call it a look into the future. Italian intuition, let's say. Ha ha ha. Okay. But that's you see, she thinks these are the questions that they're going to ask. With Lisa and any lawyer in Hale's saga. Any lawyer in Hale's saga? It's not a saga. It's a lawsuit that you're involved in. She thinks that the question is going to be, hey, stupid, did you receive money for or in the name of Lynette Preston? She'll say no. She thinks this is what's going to happen. Did you receive money or in the name of John Cook? Oh, no. Did you receive money in the name of Harley Grace? No. Did you receive a fundraiser for people mentioned? But no. I'm going to say, no, I didn't receive any money. But that's not the questions that they're going to ask. See, these are what she likes to put out there. Yeah, for anyone submitting anything, make sure to highlight what it's about. The timestamp is available. The actual day of the stream is what the Hales is looking for. Mail to his email if anyone has any info. Exactly. That's all you got to do. She may think she is a creditor because she paid a bill with whose money, not with her own. It was a donation. Well, yeah, she's an idiot, but that she's proven that time and time again. Her question, Lynette Preston, if you receive money, they think that she's going to get a chance to answer this in a deposition. See, here's the thing. Lawyers don't ask questions. Again, all she knows is lies, spin, diffusion, etc. Hope she's asked those types of questions and does answer no in court. Let's see how that works out for you, genius. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see her answering any of these questions because these are not the questions that they're going to ask her. Now Saran Wrap might ask her some questions like that, but that's not what the attorney is going to be asking her. If she wants to know the kind of questions the attorney's going to ask her, show her your fat ass up in court. That's all you got to do. Just bring all 800 pounds down there and, sit down and enjoy getting deposed. Because she thinks, oh, it's going to take all of 5 minutes to depose me. But that's not how it works. Just thinking out of the box. I have a feeling after the short from Jeremy, they'll try their hardest to hide anything on their live stream, so it may have come from download content to date. It won't matter. See, the thing is they are going to be asking questions that they're not expecting. They're not going to be asking questions of things that they don't know. The questions that they will be asking that they don't know will be like, what's your bank account numbers? What's your PayPal numbers? You give permission to access that. All the messages that came in through that. You're going to have to turn over all of your email. And if you think, oh, well, I'm not going to have to turn those over, well, guess what? They'll just subpoena Google. They'll subpoena YouTube. They'll subpoena your bankruptcy, your bank documents. They will have already contacted PayPal. They've already contacted your Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi or whatever you want to call it. I plead the fifths. Yeah. I should add that in that song. That would be awesome. Have you received? Does Jeremy Hales have proof of any of this exists? That's not what they're going to ask you. See, why would they ask you of something that somebody else has? That's not how questions work. Of course, you're an idiot, but that expects. How do you know this? Hey, because it doesn't exist. What doesn't exist? See, they've got this fantasy in their mind of how they think law and courtrooms work. Well, why didn't they ask this? Because that would have been a hearsay question. There would have been an objection before it even came out of his mouth. Do you do any business of any kind with Jeremy Hales or any of his DBAs or LLCs? No. It's not. They're not going to ask that question. Are you a competitor? And they're not going to ask that question either. Are you a competitor of Jeremy Hales? No, they're not going to ask that question. Why does Jeremy Hales allege all of these things against you? He doesn't have to allege anything. It's not going to be Jeremy Hales that they're asking about. Why does she think so highly of herself? She thinks that they're going to be asking her about Jeremy Hales. Not very bright. Can you explain, Lisa? Hey, this could be a long one. He hates Lynette. Could you explain, Lisa? Can you explain? Explain. They're not going to ask you to explain. What they're going to ask you to explain is, where did you get your money from? Oh, those were donations. Okay. See, they've got this high self-worth of themselves that they know how lawyers are going to ask. Her response to this one, he hates Lynette Preston with a passion, and he used it for content for his YouTube channel for 2 years. I saw how he was treating people, and I called him out on it and spoke the truth after he attacked his best friend. Then I, with the help of my online community, proceeded to help the family, whom he has been harassing this entire time, with anything I could to make their lifestyle a little easier. Admit? That sounds, that all that right there, this little thing right here. Then I, with the help of my online community, proceeded to help the family whom he's been harassing this entire time, with anything I could to make their life and their child's life a little easier. So you're saying right here that you've received money right here. You're saying that you did receive money. Because you're saying, I, with the help of my online community, proceeded to help the family. How'd you help the family? Harassing with this entire time as anything to make their life and their child a little easier. This triggered him because the fence blocked his view. What fence? I thought you didn't do anything for the family. Didn't, what, you pay, you're saying you paid for that out of your own pocket? You're saying you paid for that out of your own pocket. Right. Right. How do you feel about that now, friends? How would you like it if they say, no, that money that you were giving for this, it wasn't yours. That was my money. I wonder why they attend BS cooking classes, because they will make 4-star Michelin restaurant look like it was a mobile chip shop. Yeah. When Jeremy Held tells lies, people he had been dragging down. Oh, so bad. Let's see. The family had a real truth about what was going on. The real story was coming to light. I helped make that happen. Jeremy Hales tells lies about ruining people's lives on his channel daily. I react, I do commentary and show proof of how he's lying to destroy them. Oh, except for, let's see, you raised money for a memorial that never materialized. You raised money for a fence that was supposed to be a privacy fence that didn't privatize anything, didn't hide anything, nothing. You put up a 6-foot fence that anybody driving down the road could see over. That's why they had to, John had to get out there and add extra shit on top of it. Yeah. And it looks all janky. It looks so messed up. If Lee has nothing to hide, show and proof shouldn't be an issue. Oh, that's the thing. She thinks she's not going to have to show anything. And that's what she's going to tell her audience. I don't have to show them anything. Except for all of those. Exactly, Poindexter. That is absolutely correct. And thank you for the $9.99. Tell me you took money for them without telling me you took money for them. That's exactly what she does. That is so true. Since I come on so late, I'm going to start at the beginning. Just want you all to know I'm here. Well, thank you, Shirley. You definitely want to catch the later one. Hi, Mr. Coop. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Showing up and hanging out. Man, I was able to catch your stream with Tug the other night. That was pretty damn good. I got to listen to that on my time while the wife was crashed out. She might have had a little too many drinks. They poured really heavy. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what we did a little bit later, but yeah, it was good. But we did get to listen to you and Tug. That was really good. Do you have proof what you stated here today? I most certainly do. No, they're not going to ask for proof of what you're trying to say. Do you have to beg your audience to give you this proof? What? What she thinks? It's the border wall of purgatory. I love that, Angie. The border wall of purgatory. Oh, might want to call ICE. That's what most of those tortoises probably turned into, was icicles. Just think, you could have a turtle sickle. Oh my God. Actually, no, most of the proof comes from public documents and his own videos. Thank you for your time, Lisa. You're welcome. Have a great day. Yeah, no, Jeremy Germ. That's good at all. You should think hard about that. Just don't think of flips when you do. Enjoy your day, everyone. She responded to Jeremy Hill's short regarding bankruptcy court spinning 2 L's financials. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Let me tell you how that's going to end. It's going to end poorly for her. Let's put it that way. She thinks she's a big badass. She's big, all right. Big ass. Yeah, there's a lot of shit coming out of her mouth, and she's about to find out how bad that works out for her. Because see, there's what is it, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow I think there's a creditors meeting. You think she'll show up for that? But she'll have to be a named creditor, because they'll say, well, potential. But of course, we've got that date coming. There's another date that's going to be coming up pretty soon also. She wants to file as a potential creditor. All right, what do we have here? So we've got a open letter. It looks like you guys want the open letter. Well, let's give you that. Let's give you that open letter and make it really good for you guys. Let's do it. Let me find it right here so I can go in there and do this. And we will do open letter just for you.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh my, oh my. It is time again for another open letter. Well, open letter to the anonymous Avenger of Staten Island. Dear John Doe, or should I say Paint Chip's own little ass clown, you sneaky little pencil sucker scribbling from the shadows. You cracked open that court order like it was a fortune cookie from a discount dim sum joint. And what did you say? You're not a party. You have no claim. You have no defense. Please stop. But oh no, no, not you, dumbass. Instead of swallowing that bitter pill like a grown-up with a spine made of something sturdier than wet spaghetti, you hustled your grimy, sweaty little ass down to the post office with 9 pages of pure huff and puff, stamped with that kind of swagger that screams federal judges are just forum trolls I can dunk on. That ain't bravery, buddy. That's a delusion dipped in denial sauce, served with a side of paint chip spunk smeared across your face. You hammered it home to the court over and over and over and over, like Paint Chip's old cellmate used to give it to him, over and over and over. It shows that you're asserting zilch in the ways of claims. Defense is not a goose egg. You're not angling for party status. You're just there to notify them of some supposed misconduct. In layman's term, you wanted to butt in without actually joining the fray, score some standing without planting your flag, snag a ringside seat without buying a ticket. It's like sauntering into a packed stadium yelling, I ain't playing, but let me coach from the bleachers. And when the judge dropped the hammer, explaining that Rule 24 doesn't work on wishes and whims, you fired back, accusing the bench of bungling the law. The sheer brass on that move could polish a fleet of shit stains like you. You painted yourself as this noble knight of judicial purity, charging in to safeguard the sacred halls of justice. Come on, let's call it what it is. Because this wasn't about upholding integrity. This was you playing hide the sausage with the plot. You're not injured. You're not tangled in the mess. You're just emotionally glued to the drama like a fat kid to a candy bar. A mere fanboy who couldn't stomach the way the score was tilting, so you tried to paper your path to prominence. And when the court politely declined your RSVP, you didn't bow out gracefully. Nah, you slapped down an objection, attempting to school the magistrate on discretion as if the one holding the gavel needed a lesson from a Staten Island tool. And that anonymity gimmick, priceless. You didn't bother filing a proper motion to proceed under a pseudonym, hitting all the required checkpoints. Nope, you just slapped John Doe on the header like it was a cheap mask from a dollar store costume bin, figuring the court would tip its wig in approval. In case you didn't notice, fucktard, federal dockets don't run on "cool story, bro" energy. Anonymity's a privilege you gotta earn, not a cape you don without earning stripes. The magistrate called you out on it. Nice and clear. In your comeback, not a shred of humble pie, just another lecture like you were the professor and they were the freshman flunking Sov Sit Pro. The cherry on this shit sandwich, the magistrate straight up flagged the risk of online rubberneckers jamming up the docket like a bad traffic snarl. Your brilliant retort to jam it up further with more bullshit filings. That's not clapping back. That's handing them the proof on the silver platter. You turned yourself into the living, breathing exhibit of exactly what they warned against. Self-sabotage so spot on it could headline a Substack article on what not to do in court or just act as stupid as vomit does. Now let's chew on the bigger picture you're blind to, or maybe just pretending not to notice. Every time some nameless twat waffle like you drops a filing bomb, it doesn't beef up your pal's position. It makes him look like he's got a chorus line of idiots because the solo act ain't cutting it. It paints him as drowning in disorder in sea men rather than sailing with solid energy. You figured you were the hero swooping in to save the day. What you actually did was spotlight how screwed Paint Chips really is. Neon lights. You dressed it all up with fancy terms like clearly erroneous and contrary to law, as if tossing legal confetti would make it sparkle. Guess what it did? It landed like the Hindenburg. It came off as some amateur dumbass who flipped through the rulebook once, cited irrelevant case law, and decided sheer word vomit equals winning. Judges don't get wooed by buzzword blizzards postmarked from Staten Island. They want real meat, standing claims, defenses, legit skin in the game. You delivered none of that, just stupidity, and venom. In the end, you aimed to unmask misconduct, but all you unveiled was your own itch to meddle while the case chugs along without your sorry ass. You blurred the line between loyal shitstir and legal dumbass, mistaking your sheer stupidity for anything that would pass muster, and you honestly thought this stunt wouldn't splash back on paint chips like a $2 streetwalker? That kind of spunk could fill his bloated gut for a decade. You shipped off your diarrhea in a standard envelope, hoping it'd morph into courtroom clout. Well, it flopped. Now the docket's got a permanent footnote, a sideline shouter begging for a mic because the story's not going his way, and that ain't lawyering, that's stupidity with a dumbass attached to it. Shizzy Wisnut, always your fucking daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wisnut.
Oh, yeah. What's the difference between the ecosystems Laura owns swallowed more semen? That's a possibility. That's a big possibility. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I don't know. All right. Let's see if this is the right one here. I want to make sure before I play it. Give me a second. If it is, that is that one there. Okay. This one is maybe not as good, but maybe it is better. We'll find out. We'll find out here in a second, and then we'll play the original one that I think I like the best out of it. Give me a second, and we'll stop that, and we'll share this screen here. Share, and boom, 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 boom. We'll go here and add that, and then do this, and here we go. Let's try this one here. Gonna be good. Let's see.
Yeah. Come on. All right, Fleeca. Grab a chair. Let's do your little sticky note opera. Yeah, you open with ha 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 like that's a fact pattern. Then you stapled your feelings to it like it's evidence you're gathering. Don't fall for the lies you shout, shaking a finger at the sky while you write a whole essay that basically screams, please believe me, I swear I'm the good guy. If he had evidence, he wouldn't ask for it. It's comedy gold because that's how proof works. Genius, you look when stories get told. You don't get to declare reality with a keyboard decree. Then that shock, somebody goes cool. Show me.
Woo!
Oh, you mad? You lose when you talk too much. You lose when you bluff that clutch. You lose when you trust me is thin and you start every sentence with a grin. I'm a creditor, okay, so you're in the room, congrats. But you still talk like a hallway witness with a megaphone and snacks, keys, potential contingent. You toss the words like a shield, like the court's gonna faint because you learned the term and hit real. Then the best part, you scream you already have my links. So which is it, Fleece? Are you being stalked or being clicked? Because you can't cry interference while yelling, look at my B.O. That's not intimidation, that's customer service with a tantrum. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, you lose when you play both sides. You lose when your story slides. You lose when you postured and plead like volume turns fiction into decree. Now we hit Italian intrusion, the psychic lawyer variety show where you interview yourself as something I still don't know.
Hey,
Q did you
Wolfgang.
do X? No. Q did you do Y? No. That's not a cross exam, that's a toddler's alibi in a trench coat, bro. And you think the magic trick is saying it doesn't exist real loud, like the universal clap and crown. You queen of caps locked down, but the louder you insist, the smaller it sounds. Because truth doesn't need jazz hands, it just stands its ground. Oh, that's cute. You lose when you swear you're clean, then leave fingerprints on every scene. You lose when your eye on turns to I'm told, and your facts are just stories you sold. Then comes the martyr monologue, the hero edit, the same routine. I helped the family, I spoke the truth, I saved the child, cue the screen. And maybe you did help, maybe you meant
Well, maybe that part is true, but you wrapped it in the saga where you're the sun and everyone orbits you. You say he used it for content like you didn't just do the same, because you're literally posting updates and naming names for engagement and flame. You say he's obsessed with me like it's a flex in a womb, but you wrote a whole novel about him and called it an enjoy your day tune.
Yeah, that's the part, that's the tell.
Here's the thing, please listen close, real slow. When you have receipts, you don't do theater, you let them show. When you're steady, you don't need 10 paragraphs to look brave. You don't need a fake Q&A to pretend you're getting saved. And if your proof is public documents and his video's cool, great, then link inside it, timestamp it, and let the record do the weight. Because trust me, jackass isn't a standard anywhere on earth. Maybe the circus where you're auditioning for worth.
Come on, you feel that sting? Yeah.
You lose when you talk too much. You lose when you bluff that clutch. You lose when you swing for cool, but you're reading off a script like a nervous mule. Yeah, you win with not scared at all, which is always said about a scared. Then toss a little, don't think of lips like middle school. There, you want the audience to picture courage, but all they're seeing is sweat, because confidence doesn't giggle after every threat. So keep making future looks and fortune cookie case law. Keep announcing what doesn't exist like that settles what they saw. But understand this, the louder you lean on that act, the more it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself it's fact.
Yeah. Enjoy your day, everybody. And Fleeca, keep laughing. It makes the collapse sound like applause.
You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose.
Yeah. Oh, I still like the first one the best. Still like the first one the best. Man, oh man, oh man. I think that's what I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna give you the first one, because it just hits all the right notes, I think. All of them are good, but this one is the one that's the keeper right here. Just got that funk to it, buddy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Come on. Fleahead, grab a chair, fat ass, you're gonna need it. Let's run your sticky note opera.
You start with like that's your whole case file. Blew your feelings to it, call it evidence for a while. Don't fall for lies, finger wagging at the moon while your ass screams. Please believe me, I'm the going hell you a goner. If he had proof, he wouldn't ask. That's comedian gold. Cause receipts don't just appear cause you said something. Yo, shit's getting old. You don't decree reality with caps lock decrees and act shocked when we go cool. Show me, please. Oh, you mad?
Ooh.
Sure. Talk
Yeah.
too much, you lose. Bluffing hard, you lose.
Trust Louis.
You lose. That grand, you lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. I'm a creditor, congrats. Just a fat ass in the room. Still talk like hallway gossip. Got a tick, tick, and boom. Potential contingent, tossing herbs like shields. Think the court gon' flame cause you spoke in the field. You got my links already, so which is a stout the click. Can't cry interference while screaming. Check my heart rate quick. That ain't threat, this meltdown with customer service vibes. Yeah, keep going. Play both sides. You lose. Story slipping. You lose. Posture and plea. You lose. Volume don't make it true. Intuition, you solo psychic show, grilling yourself. Still don't know what you know. Did you do X? No. Why? No. It's Tyler Alibi in the cookie jar, bro. Yelling, it doesn't exist. Loud as hell. Think volume makes truth disappear. Now your lives rings fast. Real shit stands quiet. Yours needs vetting, dumbass. That's cute. Swear you clean. You lose. Prints everywhere. You lose. I didn't fool, I heard. You lose. Facts, just stories sold. You lose. Baltimore, help the family. Spoke true, say the kids. Heard new D's in the blockbuster, where you to lead. You say you used it for content. You doing the same dance. Posting updates, name drops, chasing likes in advance. Success with me, like flexing wounded one. But you wrote a trilogy about them called Enjoy Your Day, son.
Yeah, that's the tell.
Real talk, walrus. Receipts don't need theater. You got docs and vids. Lake 'em, let 'em speak clearer. Trust me, jackass. Lay your headline in there. Oh, you feel that? Talk too much, you lose. You lose. Bluff and clutch, you lose. You lose. Swing for cool, you lose. You lose. Script reading full, you lose. You lose. You lose. Every time, you lose. Every time. You lose. Not scared at all. Scared folks always say that first. Don't think of live like middle school reverse. You sell courage, we see sweat and giggle after jabs. Keep poking fortune cookie law, announcing what ain't there. Harder you perform, clearer you trying to convince yourself. Not us. You lose. Yeah. Enjoy your day, y'all. Fat ass. Keep laughing. Makes your collapse sound like applause.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that one. I like that one. I think that's the keeper right there. Just got that, got that groove to it. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for all the super chats, and thank you mods for keeping it clean in here. Because you know the idiots, they cannot just handle it, can they? Yeah, the funky bait, it's great. I know. We love it. We love you guys. And I do want to thank you again for all your support. Oh, by the way, I was going to say some of the things that we did. So, on a little bit of a vacation we took. So we went to Charleston. We went down to the Dockside Theater where they had I believe it was one of the final nights that they were going to be doing a play. So we went and saw a play. Of course, my wife got overserved at the restaurant we went to. Yes, she just wanted a couple of glasses of wine, and a normal glass of wine, comes up about like that on the glass. They doubled that. She got 2 of those, and she was falling asleep in that nice warm theater. She was having a hard time staying awake. Which was quite fun. And then, of course, we got there, and I guess that wasn't enough wine because she got another glass. She didn't drink that one, thankfully. But we did have a good time, and I thank you, Chad, for bearing with me while I was out of town. But I did keep up with everything that was going on. And blame Megan. She was off tonight, and stuff always drops when she's out. Well, we just have to thank her because, well, it's how it goes. But thank you all, and I'm going to send you guys over to CMG. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.
Thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me Papa Nut, call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Bathe in my glow, you're so unclean. Your shade like a breeze, it's barely a draft. I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live, 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 live. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Yeah, shout it loud. You're a mental midget while I stand proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise and it's just a fact. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. You don't know why. But here you are barking while I touch the sky. While I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate, watch my stream every damn night. That's why, kiddos, I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Send in your bread, I'm living rent-free in your effing head. Popping
Nut, shizzy daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you wanna complain. Call me daddy, let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry that I break your streak. You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there and you're trying to chase cloud, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids and I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just a troll. So here's your bedtime story, kids, sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever if you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same thing. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just an old raggedy ass burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids, tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.